Hello friends, welcome to the Selenium WebDriver training sessions. So this is my 15th session of this complete series. So in this session, we are going to learn about the below methods: getCurrentUrl, getPageSource, getTitle, maximize and full screen the browser window, moving browser back, forward and refresh actions, and redirecting the URL. So let's get started. So we will look at the first method. It's a get current URL. So this is one of the method which can be used to get the current URL on open browser. So this is the syntax: driver dot get current URL. Okay. So just to show you one example over here. So this is my browser window which I opened. So if I use this method, the get current URL will retrieve this particular thing which is open. Suppose if I run that particular step over here, driver.getCurrentUrl, then this particular whole thing would be written by this method. So this is about getCurrentUrl. And next, getPageSource. So getPageSource is used to get the page source that is opened in browser. So if you look at this particular page, so if I use getPageSource at this particular place, you see this is the page source. So means every page, every HTML page is defined with certain HTML code. So this whole source code can be retrieved using getPageSource command. Okay, so that is about getPageSource, driver dot getPageSource. So if you want, you can store this in some variable and you can print it to the console. That is about getPageSource. Now the next method is getPageTitle. This method is used to get title of the page that is opened in browser. It's nothing but, if you look at this page here, if I use get page title, it will retrieve this particular title, the tab title frames. Suppose if I use over here, what it will get this title of this particular web page. So in sometimes we may need to verify this as part of your testing. So in such cases, you can use driver dot get page title and you can compare with your expected value. So this is about get page title. So this is straightforward syntax: driver dot get page title. And also we will look at some of the actions which are very important while interacting with the WebDriver with the browser. So one is the maximize. So this is the command which can be used to maximize your browser window. So if you wanted to open the window, the browser in full screen, you can use driver dot manage dot window dot full screen. So remember, this driver dot manage is a this is utility using which you can manage your WebDriver settings. And the another one is driver dot navigate dot back. So this is nothing but it will be used to navigate one step back up from recent browser history. So it means if I use over here, this is a driver dot navigate dot back. And the maximize means, so when you open the web page, it might be opened in a minimized session. So in such cases, if you do this, so that page would be maximized using WebDriver. Okay, full screen means it will open in a full screen mode. And forward means move a single item forward in the browser history. Does nothing if we are on the latest page. So if you open the browser at very first time, so then driver.forward has nothing to do. But in this case, if I do forward means one step forward, right? So this particular actions can be achieved by using driver.navigate.forward method. And refresh means it's a simple method which can be used to refresh the current browser session. And if you are wanted to navigate a specific URL from the existing page, you can use driver dot navigate dot to dot. You need to pass the URL of which you wanted to navigate. So these are the few important things which we are generally using Selenium WebDriver to make some changes in a browser, like browser actions, you can say. So that's about this managing browser window. So let's do a simple practice session on these commands. So the first step is to navigate to https://clicklabs.blogspot.com, print the current URL, maximize the browser window, click on text boxes menu, get and print the page title, get and print the page source, move the browser backward, forward, and refresh, close the browser window. So these are the actions which we wanted to automate now as part of this practice session. So let's get started. So now going to my source code, creating a new package, day_15. This is the 15th session. Right click, new class. You can say browser navigations or whatever, XYZ name, browser management. Select the main method. Okay. So now you will see your this is your exercise which we wanted to do. I just copied and pasted from PPT. Okay. So this is to comment the code. So now you will have a clear idea what to do. Okay guys, so first step is to navigate. Okay, so I'm copying it from the previous source code. Just copy it, paste it over here. Okay, so driver dot get is a command to navigate to this particular URL. Copy and paste it over here within double quotes. Okay guys, so this is to navigate to the URL. So there is a first step. So and what is the next step? Print the current URL. So to print the current URL, first we need to get the URL. So to get it, what is the command we learned? We just discussed, right? So it should be driver dot get current URL. So that during runtime it will get the URL which is opened on webdriver opened browser. So system.out.println current URL is concatenate means plus URL variable. Okay, so that is the step to print the current URL. And what would be the third step? This is done. And maximize the browser window. Okay, so this is the step 2. And now the step 3 is maximize the browser window. Let's see how do we do it. Driver dot manage dot maximize. Very simple. Driver dot driver dot navigate dot no. I think I missed something over here. Driver dot should be manage dot window. I think should have in window. Yes, should have in window dot maximize. Sorry for the confusion. So it's there in Windows class. So driver dot manage dot window dot maximize to maximize your window. Okay, so you can quickly check up to this. Put a breakpoint and run in debug mode. Okay, so you got the current URL printed over console. Okay, so maximize means should maximize the window. Okay, so look at this is fully opened. Now we need to click on text boxes. So you can use I think by.link text as it is a link, right? So just put some space here. Okay, so we need to click on that link. So driver dot find element by dot link text and copy the link text. So just this is to achieve the fourth step, I guess. Okay, so to navigate to click on text boxes menu. Okay, so this is the step which we are looking at right now. So comment it just to understand. Now what is the next step? After clicking on text boxes, get and print the page title. Get and print the page title. Just copy that step, put it over here, and now driver dot get page title is a command. Right, so to get the page title, we need to use driver dot get title, I guess. Yep, this is the right. System dot out dot println current page title is instead of storing some variable, I just used it directly. You can use it. Okay, so now what is the next step? This is done. Get and print the page source. So what is the method to get the page source? Get and print the page source, right? Copy this line, just put it as a comment, and to get the page source, driver dot get page source. You see, this is the command, right? So use that, and you can use sysout just to print that, or you can store it in some variable and use it print command. There are two ways: either you can directly print it, or you can store it in some variable and say that current page source is plus concatenation operator source. Okay guys, so this is to get and print page source. So as I clicked on save, so I need to restart the script. And so let us look at move the browser backward, forward, and all the activities. Browser dot driver dot navigate dot back, driver dot navigate dot forward. So this is to move backward and this is to move forward. Dot refresh is an activity to refresh your browser window. So all the three steps are covered. And what is the last step? Close the window. So driver dot close. Got it? So this is how you can interact with the browser and make some changes to the browser actions using driver dot manage commands. So just run it now. So it's opening. So open the browser, navigating to the URL. Now step by step, or you can continue. It will go till next breakpoint. Oops, you had some exception, and see what is the exception. No such element, unable to locate element link text boxes. So this is something, maybe WebDriver is running faster and your web page is loading slower, then this kind of issues will occur. So this is a kind of synchronization issue. So we will see about synchronization in, I think, in 15th session, I guess. So where we will discuss about how do we sync the browser and WebDriver WebDriver and browser. So that's called as managing synchronization, that we will see at some time. So also I may be also there might be some XPath issues also. So for that I'm trying to change the XPath of, means the object ID of the link text. So rather than using link text, I am using XPath here. a at the rate href equals to, and copy that href. Also here you can use driver.navigate.to URL to navigate to that page, or you can change the object identification mechanism. So as I suspect that might be the object identification issue. That's why I change it this. So hopefully this will fix the issue. And now I'm rerunning it. Click next. Okay, so got it. It's clicked on the text boxes, and you see all the commands got executed and its execution is passed at this breakpoint. Now you look at the screen like console. You see all the source code and all the commands which we retrieved from the browser are printed to console. So you see current URL is, this is for get current URL, and this is get title, and this is a get page source, the complete HTML page source. This is what it is printed on to the console. It's all page source one. This is complete, the complete page source printed to console. So these are all like, how you can work with browser. This is a page source that's what retrieved and printed to console using getPageSource command here, right? So at back and forward, it's already done during the runtime. So even if you want, you can check, right click and inspect. See, browser is refreshing. It's doing pretty faster, even you are not able to notice it. And the forward means one step forward. You see, it's moved little forward, and back means one step backward from the history, and you see it went to home page. That's a backward command. So this is about, now again refresh. Maybe this is happening very faster, we are not able to see, but yeah, that's what about refresh. So that's all about working with browser window. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. So if you have any questions, comment under comment section. So I'm sure I'll get back with your appropriate answer at earliest. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, then please like and subscribe to receive more interesting updates on Selenium WebDriver or any automation stuff. Thank you.